The Sputnik probe is a very helpful block for the Create Cosmonauts mod. It can be used for simple thrust control, but also advanced math for clean landing. It's not necessary to fully understand, or in that matter use the Sputnik probe to get into orbit, although it is very helpful for moving from manually controlled flights into flights that can land on another planet without any player interaction. Let's begin with the tutorial. To craft the Sputnik probe in a crafting table, you start by placing 4 lightning rods in the corners. Then you place 2 iron ingots on the side with an iron block in the center. Now, you can place the probe anywhere in the world or on a pre-assembled contraption. With it placed, right-click it to open the workspace. Here, you can create simple to complex programs for flights by making a network of nodes where data is processed. To place a node, you must open the library by right-clicking. Here is where all the pre-made nodes are for you to enjoy. Let's start off by simply displaying the current Y value of the Sputnik on a display board. First, we have to receive the position node from the library. An easy way of doing this is by searching position. Left-click on the name to bring it to the workspace. With it here, you can drag it around and view its outputs by hovering your mouse over the small green boxes. Next, get a display node from the library. The display node is helpful for seeing values at a glance, and is what allows you to display an output to the display board. For connecting the Y value to the display node, you click and drag the small box that is next to the letter Y in the position node. When you move your mouse around, you should see a line connecting you to the box. Continue dragging until you hover over the input of the display node. Keep in mind, you can only drag from an output to an input, and not the other way around. To remove a connection, you right-click on the line or one of the connecting boxes. After removing a connection, the final value will stay in the input. For easier finding of a display node in the display link, it is helpful to rename the node. Do this by right-clicking anywhere on the node. Here are the options for copy, rename, and delete. In the current mod version, there's a small bug with the copy and pasting of nodes, so I recommend not using it until it is fixed. Let's click rename and change it to Y. Now we can hit escape to exit the Sputnik. Let's place down the display board, give it some power, and right-click it with the link in hand before placing it on the Sputnik. In the link, we can add a label to the output, like Y. Our display node is already selected, as it is the only one, and will display to line 1. Now we can see on the board that the Sputnik is at Y value -59.5. Let's glue and assemble the Sputnik to view the board updating. There will be a delay between movements. Position shown is based on the center of a contraption. Adding blocks to the top will change the output. The position node is part of the sensors group in the library. You can search sensors to see the other ones. This includes the velocity node, angular velocity, altitude, position, time, environment, and altitude. The velocity node can show you the total speed of a contraption, but also the current speed in the X values, the Y values, and the Z values. The angular velocity is connected to the attitude node. When the altitude node is the current rotation of the Sputnik, the angular velocity is the speed that the Sputnik is rotating, as shown. When I move Sputnik to a certain rotation and stop it there, the altitude has changed, but the angular velocity is 0. But if I move the Sputnik and keep it rotating as I open up the workspace, you can see that the angular velocity has a value. As I've shown, this position node shows the current X, Y, and Z value of the Sputnik. The time node can show you how much time has passed in the world and also if it is day or not. The Environment tab will show you the current light level, the temperature of the biome, and the current biome you're in. The Altitude just shows you the current Y position of the Sputnik. That is all I have to show in this video, and the next one in the series will include the actuators and communication nodes. Goodbye.